Hey boys and girls, it's time for chapter 2 of Horrible Harry in Room 2B. If you remember from last time, chapter 2 is called Horrible Harry, the Stub People, and Halloween. The day before Halloween, Harry planned his invasion. "It's time to bring doom to our room, Doug," he said. I knew what he was talking about. It was time for the invasion of his stub people. "Do you need help?" I asked. "You can be my assistant." We put the first pair of stub people in Song Lee's desk while she was up at the pencil sharpener. When she returned, she reached in her desk for a piece of paper. Harry plugged his ears. "I love it when girls scream," he said. "Look out for doom." I plugged my ears. Song Lee didn't scream. She didn't even jump out of her seat. Harry and I watched Song Lee play with the stub people. She made them dance on the top of her desk. Harry scowled. "This is an invasion," he complained. "My stub people aren't dancers, they're invaders. They bring doom to our room." I nodded. Harry leaned over and whispered, "Next time, we have to catch the enemy by real surprise." Here's Song Lee, what she did with the stub people. She just made them dance, wasn't even scared. When Harry and I got permission to go to the bathroom, we stopped in the hallway. We slipped some stub people in Sydney's sweater sleeves. Perfect, we thought. When it came time to line up for lunch, Harry and I waited. Slowly, Sydney put on his sweater, and we watched. Sydney would jump up and scream any minute now. But when Sydney put his arms in the sleeve, the stub people fell through and landed on the floor. Sydney never saw them. Neither did Ida or Mary. They stepped on them. Harry kneeled down and scraped the stub people off the floor. Gently, he wrapped them in a handkerchief. We buried them in the garbage during lunch recess, and we gave them a farewell salute. "This means war," exclaimed Harry. "We've lost too many men. We have to invade the mainland now." "What's the mainland?" I asked. "Oh, you'll see," Harry said. Just before the bell rang, Harry put 2 pairs of stub people on the teacher's desk. "The teacher's desk," I said. "The teacher's desk," Harry repeated. "Prepare for doom in our room." Then he sat up straight and folded his hands on his desk. When the bell rang, Miss Mackle walked in. "Oh, I can see Harry is ready for class," she said. "Plug your ears," Harry whispered as Miss Mackle walked to her desk. "She's gonna scream and jump right out the window." "What's this?" Miss Mackle said when she saw the stub people. Harry took his fingers out of his ears. I did too. "How cute!" Miss Mackle exclaimed as she held them up. "Cute," Harry said. So there she is. Look at Harry back there. He thought she was definitely going to be scared. "Cute," I said. Harry and I gave each other a look. How could that be? The stub people are the scariest creatures on earth. Harry put his head down on his desk and buried his face in his arms. Sometimes it's real hard for Harry to be horrible. "Cheer up," I said. "Tomorrow's Halloween. It's your favorite holiday. You'll be real scary then." Harry looked up. "Halloween," he grinned. Nobody knew what Harry was going to be for Halloween, but everybody knew it would be something horrible. Just before the 3 o'clock bell rang, we all talked about it. "Are you going to be Frankenstein?" Ida asked Harry. Harry flashed his white teeth. "Scarier than that." "Are you going to be a skeleton?" Mary said. Harry shook his head. "Oh, much, much scarier than that." "Are you going to be a vampire?" Song Lee asked. Harry shook his head again. You'll never guess. Sidney said, "Oh, yes, I will. I bet you're going to be a canary." And he laughed and laughed. "Just beware, Sidney. Halloween is tomorrow." Then Harry leaned forward and shouted, "Boo!" Sidney jumped a foot in the air. So there's Sidney definitely. Oh, he even threw his pencil. The next morning in school, everyone watched the door and waited for Harry. When a huge witch came in, they shouted, "It's Harry!" And everyone shivered. Then the witch took off her green mask. "Good morning, boys and girls," a voice said. It was Miss Mackle. After we said the pledge, I looked over at Harry's seat. It was empty. Where was Harry? And then at 9:05, a very big Count Dracula showed up at the door. Everyone really shivered. "It's Harry!" they shouted. And then a voice said, "Happy Halloween, boys and girls." It was the principal, Mr. Cardini. Then at 9:10, something slithered into the room. It was long and striped, and it had a thin red tongue. "Ah!" screamed Sidney. Miss Mackle walked over to look. "And who are you?" she asked. The snake slithered across the classroom floor, and everyone screamed. The snake went tss. Miss Mackle started to tap her foot. "If it's who I think it is, you're 10 minutes late for school." Everyone leaned forward to see. A head popped out of the snakeskin and flashed his white teeth. "Harry!" everyone shouted. "You're late," Miss Mackle said. "Snakes don't move that quickly," Harry replied. "It took me a long time to slither across the playground." "Well, you'll have to make up the extra minutes after school," Miss Mackle said. 10 minutes. Harry made a face. Sidney beamed. "My watch says it's 9:12. Harry glared at Sidney. Sometimes Harry is so horrible, he has to stay after school. That is the end of chapter 2. We will read chapter 3 next time. It's called Harry's Triple Revenge.